Hey everybody, welcome to our Let's Play of Famicom Detective Club Part 2. I'm Saint Steven.
2, 3.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm your dog.
That's your dog right
Maybe.
there. Maybe it's your dog, maybe not. You can decide as you watch. We're playing this game in celebration of Nintendo officially releasing the full Famicom Detective Club series in the West for the first time on May 14th. The second game had an unofficial translation of the Super Famicom remake of the Famicom original. So we're playing through it now. We're on Chapter 3. Let's get going. This is the police station. Dozens of people are scurrying about, hard at work.
Please. Okay, I can do it.
All right.
Oh man. Okay. All right. I want to get the right voice for this. Not too.
Just the right voice for a policewoman of nondescript age.
Right. How may I help you?
Perfect. I like her hair. It's nice.
Bob cut.
Excuse me.
Yes. May I help you?
I'm from the Utsuki Detective Agency. My name is Al Witt.
Ah, yes. And then immediately you. Ah, yes. Mr. Utsuki said you'd be coming in. You hear about the Kaneda case, right? Please wait here. Someone will speak with you shortly. I'm with that voice.
An imposing-looking police detective has arrived. So, this is Utsuki's Apprentice. I'm not sure I like that voice. It's too similar to all the other ones I've done.
It's hard to come up with all these unique voices.
So, this is Utsuki's Apprentice. Good day. I'm Chief Inspector Moriyama. I'm from the Utsuki Detective Agency. My name is El Witt. He likes to say his name, apparently. I've been instructed to speak with you about the Genjiro Kaneda murder. We've amassed quite a bit of information about it here. Okay. Genjiro Kaneda moved to this town 15 years ago, opening up a snack bar that February. On the night of November 10th of that same year, he was found murdered in his home at around 9 p.m. Kaneda was stabbed multiple times. He died from an excessive loss of blood caused from the stabbing. Judging from the stab wounds, it seemed as though the murderer held a considerable amount of hatred towards the man. The snack bar was located a few miles from his home. It wasn't where the crime took place. Okay. The snack bar was not the scene of the crime. What gave Mr. Kaneda such a bad rap? Well, while on the surface he seemed like a simple businessman, underneath he was apparently far more sinister. He had a reputation for demanding excessive amounts of interest from the many people he lent money to. To make matters worse, he was a master con artist. He cheated many people out of their well-being and livelihood. He was widely regarded as a vicious human being, working with cold-blooded precision. His exploits grew in infamy until the police took notice. However, just as an investigation was opened, he was murdered.
Sounds like a Jeffrey.
In other words, he wasn't winning any popularity contests. You might say that. Knowing how many people despise the man has made it difficult to find the true killer. To make matters worse, the murder weapon was never found. Mr. Kaneda had a son named Goro. He was 16 at the time.
Goro, like from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Did he have multiple arms? All of Genjiro's wealth went to Goro, back when the murder took place. He's been a playboy ever since, never working a day in his life. After the incident, he dropped out of school. He was seen coming and going from his late father's snack bar quite a bit thereafter. Let's see. Goro would be 31 this year, if I remember correctly. The man seems to have simply never grown up, even after After all these years, he does nothing but search for the next party. He's still living the good life, not a care in the world. I wonder what he knows about Shinobu. Okay. We'll keep going here. Goro was his only child. Okay. Back before the murder, Mr. Kaneda's snack bar was a local hangout. Many girls routinely stopped by there after school. Goro made a reputation for himself early on by picking up many of the local girls and taking them back to his father's mansion. He was very popular with the ladies. Back in those days, he was a bit more than friendly with a number of girls from Yoshimitsu High School. On the night of the murder, 3 girls Goro had previously met were waiting at his mansion for him to come home. Since Goro never said when he would be back, 2 of the girls got tired of waiting and decided to walk home. Only one of the girls remained at the mansion, waiting there all by herself. Let me guess, Shinobu Asakawa. Bingo. From what we can tell, the Kaneda murder took place shortly after Shinobu was left there alone. The girl was simply at the wrong place at the wrong time. She went missing that night. No one ever saw her again, and to this day, no one knows what became of her. I hate to say it, there is little chance she's still alive. All we ever discovered was a small pool of blood found about 30 feet from Mr. Kaneda's mansion. It was type AB, the same as Shinobu's. So, have you understood everything I've said so far? I think I've got a pretty good grasp on it. Let me run it by you from the top. Tell me if I make any mistakes. Here you'll be asked to complete various sentences. Choose a name which appropriately fits each sentence. Select a name with the direction pad. Choose the correct name with the A button. When you are ready to begin, press the A button. On the night of the Kaneda murder, there was another person at the mansion, Shinobu. She was waiting for this person to return. Correct. Got it. The crime was committed around 9 p.m. This person was found stabbed multiple times. I'm actually forgetting who the victim was. Wasn't it Shinobu? Yeah, she was. Yeah. Yep.
No, we got that wrong.
No, that's not it. Who was stabbed? Oh, it was his father. It was his father. Girl's dad.
Oops. Yeah, because Shinobu disappeared. I'm an idiot.
Kaneda. Okay, I was wondering where his name was.
Oh, yeah.
All the white names.
I didn't even. Maybe that's what moved me there. So,
Yep. Hearing a commotion in the house, this person allegedly rushed inside and saw everything. Oh, that was Al. We'll just pretend there that I used the right voice. So
that would have been.
Did we talk about someone rushing inside the house? Shinobu was found like there was blood about like 30 feet away from her body or something like that.
I'm blanking hard on it for some reason. Would it have been Dora?
It must have been.
Yeah, I mean, no.
No, you got it wrong. It's got to be
Maybe it's
Shinobu.
other?
Oh, we don't know who no. No, Shinobu was alleged eyewitness, right? Which is why the cases tie together.
Right.
Exactly. Having been stabbed repeatedly, Mr. Kaneda collapsed in a matter of moments. At that time, Shinobu must have tried desperately to escape, frantically running out into the street. The suspect, realizing he'd been seen, most likely pursued and caught up with her.
But how do we know this?
And that's probably when this person was murdered by the suspect. So, Shinobu.
elimination.
However, there is an alternate explanation. Okay.
Kaneda was stabbed multiple times. Right in the ground.
What do you mean, an alternate explanation? There's always the possibility that Shinobu was abducted. It's a remote possibility, but we can't rule it out since no corpse was ever found. Unfortunately, no one has ever provided any information to lead us to believe one over the other. A missing persons report was put up at the school, but frankly, you were the only ones to have offered any help in 15 years. I doubt anyone still knows much about it anymore. Gossip surfaces occasionally, but it's usually more fiction than fact. Personally, my theory has always been that Shinobu was murdered.
I think she was abducted.
Personally, you got it. Goro claims he came home later on that night and discovered his father lying there in his own blood. He then contacted the police. Goro must have returned home only a few minutes after the crime had taken place. He did mention he saw a car speed away from their mansion on his way home. That could mean anything. But, according to his report, it was a large black car. He didn't catch the license plate number, though. It's a long shot, thinking this car could have anything to do with the case, but it's still a possibility. There were a set of skid marks found a few feet from the pool of blood. Someone may have stopped suddenly to abduct Shinobu. I see. By the way, I heard something about a potential suspect who committed suicide. Well, you certainly are up on things, aren't you? Yes, as a matter of fact. His name was Teruhiko Uchida. Teruhiko Uchida? Mr. Uchida used to own a small factory here in town, but because of a loan he'd taken out from you-know-who, he was forced to sell it. Uchida seemed to value honesty and integrity above all else. It was just bad luck that he got mixed up with a man like Kaneda. Uchida, a very generous man, came to Mr. Kaneda's aid when he was still new in town. It was all downhill from there, though. According to witnesses, Mr. Uchida seemed visibly agitated in the days before the Kaneda incident. The police immediately sought him after the murder. However, when they found him, he was already dead. His motive seemed to fit, and he was originally sought as the prime suspect. If only he hadn't committed suicide, we'd know more. Regardless, I believe the assailant is still out there. Now, this case's statute of limitations is set to expire next week. We won't be able to crack the case unless something turns up soon. That's the gist of the Kaneda murder case. Thanks for the info. I hope this helps out somehow with the Yoko case. What do you mean? There was a girl named Yoko who was found dead recently, but are you saying her murder is somehow tied to the Kaneda case? I don't know yet. All I do know is that she was investigating an old ghost story called The Girl in Back. I have reason to believe the basis for this rumor stemmed from Shinobu's disappearance. A ghost? Well, I'm sure that's an interesting story. You'll have to tell it to me some other time. However, I'm afraid I've got to get on with my day. Good luck, kid.
Interesting.
Sorry to bother you. I'll be on my way now. That was a good development.
Yes.
Utsuki's gone. I think, before anything else, I ought to review. It's clear that Shinobu had some sort of involvement in the Kaneda incident. It's likely Shinobu was murdered. Rumors of foul play could have spread around town, eventually becoming the ghost tale told today. So little is known about what happened all those years ago. Shinobu's whereabouts seem to have become engulfed in mystery. Uchida would have been the prime suspect had he not committed suicide. Still, that doesn't entirely rule him out as the murderer.
Uchida didn't kill himself.
Wait a second. Back when Yoko was investigating the tale of the girl in back, it's possible she stumbled onto something about the Kaneda incident. Something she wasn't meant to see. She must have stumbled onto something big for all this to have happened. What could it be?
Look at the notebook.
Could Yoko have discovered who the real murderer was? Look at the notebook?
I don't think you can, but
What are you talking about?
the notebook, her notebook.
Oh.
Because it would make sense. We would see if she had written anything down about it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we have
Yeah,
that as an option. If that's the case, then it couldn't have been Uchida. I need to find out what she was onto, and fast. Oh, I've got my work cut out for me. For now, my number one priority is to pick up Yoko's trail and see where it leads.
Back to the school.
Chapter 4, The Girl in Back. And on that note, folks, thank you for joining us for Chapter 3 of Famicom Detective Club Part 2. And we will be back with you soon with the next chapter, Chapter 4. We can count, and we can record videos. How about that?
Yay!
So, thank you for joining us, and we'll be back soon. See you
guys
later.
next time.